Hey, yeah, it's me. I'm just out and about and I am wearing the dorky hat. I like the dorky hat. It's a very nice hat. It's quite comfortable and it keeps the rain off. And judging from the sky back there, I'm not 100% sure that we're going to be staying dry for the next few hours. So, yeah. Eh, the dorky hat and also the raincoat strapped to the backpack. Absolutely. Got to be sensible about things. And you can see beautiful downtown Owen Sound back there. And I don't know, maybe get a better view? Yeah, okay. So yeah, that's beautiful downtown Owen Sound. And it is beautiful. Just trust me on that. The trouble is that it's becoming a bit less beautiful because we have a huge problem of homeless people. And the lack of available shelter, lack of available social programs. Oh, there's my bicycle. Lack of available social programs, lack of available help in general for these people. And yeah, a lack of the political will to build the kind of shelters that these people need. Oh, but there's plenty of money for waterfront beautifications that are designed to be hostile architecture to try to encourage homeless people to go somewhere else. There's money for that. But no money to actually address the underlying issue, which is we have a homelessness problem. And you can't get rid of it with hostile architecture. You actually have to have social programs that help homeless people become no longer homeless. And that's something that, well, our politicians seem to lack the will to do this. Our politicians are a bunch of fucking cowards. And that is the Coach Inn, where a lot of the homeless live, or the nearly homeless, and where a lot of the actual homeless couch surf or sleep in the hallway. Right across from CMHA, Mental Health Canada, yeah. And also the Fresh Roots Cafe, which is a very good place. They do good things here. Fresh Roots, part of the Canadian Mental Health Association, and yeah, addiction services. The Coach Inn, oh God, yes. And all in downtown Owen Sound. Beautiful, still beautiful, downtown Owen Sound. But yeah, the homeless problem doesn't seem to be going away anytime soon, unfortunately. We gotta fix that. And it's not about one person taking in all the homeless and putting them in their home. That doesn't work. Because nobody has a home big enough for that. At least nobody who's actually trying to help has a home big enough, the resources sufficient, or the training necessary to actually help these people. And these people need help. These people need counseling, psychiatric care. Oh, bloody hell. Addiction treatment. Many of them are survivors of violent sexual abuse. Many of them have been sexually trafficked. Many of them are survivors of the foster care system. Oh, yeah. You got to think about that. You can't fix that problem by having one random person put everybody in their shoebox apartment to sleep on their tiny couch. It just doesn't work. It just doesn't. Yeah. So why did things get like this? Well, the answer is we used to have great social programs, but then they were all defunded to death. And it started with the Conservatives under Brian Mulroney on the federal level, and then it went on to the provincial Conservatives of Mike Harris, Mike the Knife, who slashed social programs in order to pay for his own vanity projects. Yeah. The man built more golf courses than any other premier in the province. And to pay for it, he slashed programs. Oh, and he also insisted on buying police bigger vehicles, like beefier vehicles, to try to make them look more macho. Yeah, we had great social programs. And yes, of course, federal and provincial conservatives gutted those programs in the 1980s, 1990s, 2000s, 2010s, and 2000s, 20s, with Doug Ford butchering programs just as casually as can be. But it gets worse because the Liberal Party has joined the festivities, and honestly, you would expect the Liberal Party to be a little better than the Conservatives, but Justin Trudeau appears to have taken the side of big corporations, especially big foreign corporations, against Canadian social programs. And he's doing his own wonderful approximation of what his predecessor Stephen Harper did when he was Prime Minister. Gutting the country. Gutting the country. So yeah, our social programs that made it possible for us to accommodate large numbers of homeless, mentally ill, addicted people and get them the help they needed. Those social programs are gone now. Those social programs have been replaced with golf courses and big guns for police so that police can feel safe. Yep, really big guns. Really big guns and body armor. Yeah. And of course, vanity projects. Vanity projects all over the place, because who needs a sound, functioning society when you can have vanity projects? Sounds a little like the decline of the Roman Empire. Yeah. I do miss the progressive country that we used to be before the Conservatives became Republicans and the Liberals became Conservatives. I do miss that progressive country that we had, and I want it back. But to get it back, we need to get better priorities, not just in Queen's Park in Toronto, but also on Parliament Hill in Ottawa. Better priorities. Canadian priorities and Ontarian priorities. Domestic priorities. Sound, sane, and rational priorities. Priorities that exist for the benefit not of foreign billionaires, but of Canadian citizens. And especially Canadian citizens who need help, who need compassion, who need social programs. The social programs that have been gutted by provincial and federal governments alike, conservative and liberal alike, in the pursuit of greater efficiency and bigger vanity projects, as well as in the pursuit of law and order without any commitment to actual justice and stability. Yeah.